Yo, coming in here, y'all. We're gonna come in strong on Tuesdays. We're gonna come in strong on Tuesdays. Real strong on Tuesdays, y'all. We're gonna come in real strong on Tuesdays with some straight thugger. That's right, we're gonna sit there and ride with on Tuesdays. Talk shit Tuesdays. This is gonna be sitting there Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, we're gonna sit there and do a whole bunch of shit talking about what the fuck is going on and just shit that we need to talk about. Today is mainly about scams. I'm gonna talk shit about scams, a lot of shit that's going on in the world that we sitting here dealing with, and also about these fuckboys, Trump and Biden. And no offense either, fellas. When I say fuckboys, it's just a term of means that just regular people. So straight up, I remember falling into the world of life of scams. But I'm gonna sit there and talk about people who sit there and just feel that all the best scams, baby. And my man starts it off with the biggest scam of all, which I think is a pretty good scam. You have to understand, holidays are a scam. Holidays are a scam. Holidays are a scam. Holidays are a scam. If my man says the biggest holiday of all, or the scam of the holiday, is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a scam. There is no reason, there is nothing that I will sit there and receive. There was a day that we created to make us feel love on a certain day. Who came up with this brilliant idea? The Day of Love. And now the Day of Love is all surrounded about buying things, material things to feel loved. If I go pick a fucking rose or a flower and give that to a lady, right? She takes a picture. Rose hand-picked by my husband. That lady would get maybe 2 likes. If she sit there and posts a picture of a pool full of roses, a trampoline full of chocolates, a car full of perfume, she would get 100 likes. Okay. If she sits there and gets a bag full of buddy, a car full of roses, and also a brand new car, she probably get 10,000 likes. That's a man. That's what they would say. That's a man. That's what they would say. That's a man. That's what they would say. Even though the first man who sat there and just took time out of his day, picked his wife some a rose that he felt was dear to her, he wouldn't get shit. He'd be looking at the person who ain't shit at all. We don't give no efforts into anything. That's why the day is funny. Today is more about ladies. It's crazy. But we go keep it rocking, man. The other scam is like one of the scams that piss me off when it comes to holidays. And this is no offense, Lord, but I think Christmas is like the biggest scam that we have. It just is. How do we turn a holiday into gifts? And on top of that, we try to make it Christmas, right? Christmas. And then it wasn't even the day that Christ was born. Then on top of that, to go a little bit deeper, remember when these fools tried to change the name of the Xmas? They said this buddy is so important. How much money they sit there and make? We got to sit there and keep this holiday. We just go change the day. Everybody's sitting there figuring out that this isn't even the day the Lord was born. We're going to sit there and just change the name of the day to keep the holiday rolling and rolling. It's to the point where now, fools is the holiday really is damn near it's 2 holidays when it comes to Christmas. It's New Year's Eve and it's Christmas. So you got to buy gifts for New Year's Eve and you got to buy Christmas gifts for Christmas. Because you're going to meet up with people on New Year's Eve and you got to get them gifts too. Christmas is a fucking scam. And then everything drops the next day. Out on the 26th, hella shit just drops to regular price. Just absolute scale. Mr. Darkness says one of his biggest ones, and this is a fucking funny one, one of his biggest scams that he sit there and thinks, man, is local mothers in that area that are DTF. And if you don't know what DTF, that means that they are down to pluck, if you know what I'm saying. where that these ladies will sit there and yeah, it's a scam. If you see them all in there, if you sit there and pay attention to anything that comes on with date and stuff like that, or even your local pornographic websites, they'll always sit there and have local single mothers in your area that are down to have sexual interactions with you. And that's pretty much. I'm not sure. Hold on here. Yeah, I think that's a scam. I'm not sure why they do that. You know which one was a big scam back in the day? Honestly, before we was honestly realizing, and I know a lot of older men was probably dealing with this, but those make your penis enlarged pills. It's funny because they still doing the same thing. You know who's really getting into this scamming shit right now with that shit? Hims. And I'm sitting there not saying like scamming and like they're scamming people, and I don't mean like that because I'm not talking against a company. I'm not sitting there slandering a company. But I just think none of that, a lot of that shit that you sit there and get when it comes to like the hair stuff, that shit don't work. That shit don't work. That shit don't work. Then you gonna sit there and tell me you gonna take a magic pill to make your penis bigger? You know how much fucking money that pill would be worth? That would be the most expensive pill. That'd be better than getting in survivor cancer. Man can sit there and make your penis bigger. Come on, man. Come on. That's the cradle. That's the cradle of life pill right there. Fuck anything else pill. Here we go. My man says I just think that them dick pills was a big scam. Bro, remember they sit there and had it where you would sit there and buy the penis pumps, right, to make your dick bigger. And the truth is, the penis pumps don't do anything besides like do that little suction shit. That shit don't do anything. Then they had the little weight things to make your penis bigger. All kind of crazy stuff you would sit there and see in porn. Where they trying to get y'all little dick motherfuckers and bigger penises. And bro, if you got a little penis, I'm sorry, brother. I feel sorry for you, man. I'm sorry that y'all have to go through that, bud. You know what, bro? I think it's also the biggest fucking scare that we ever had to sit there and deal with into this life and time. Them fucking school fundraisers, bro. The school was gonna sit there and get a cut of some money, sit there and let you come over there to make some money off the kids. That is some goddamn bullshit. That is some bullshit. And they don't give a fuck about it because it helps out their school budget. And how I know this for a fact is because I'm friends with a bunch of teachers. And also a principal at the school. I sit there and play ball at sometimes. It is absolute heinous. Fucking crazy shit, man. They sit there and actually making you believe they having a big ass fucking assemblies where they sitting there making you really believe in this shit, giving you the big ass motivation and speeches in the world that you as a kid, that you can make a difference by sitting there selling fucking 500 candy bars, and you can sit there and get this motherfucking headphone set. Get you some fucking headphones. Now it's probably wireless headphones. You sell 1,000 candy bars, you get you knockoff AirPods. You get you some fucking Alibaba headphones. Sit there and sell 1,000 candy bars. Kids go fucking crazy. Light up guns, all kinds of bullshit. If you throw you some Mr. Beast shit on there, buddy, on that shit, they'll go fucking nuts. Fucking nuts, bud. Some Prime. You can sit there and get you a pack of 24 of Prime. You get 24 drinks of Prime. 24 drinks of Prime. But you gotta sell 10,000 candy bars. Fucking got a whole fucking team of kids trying to do that shit. Can fundraise. Remember that bullshit? You bring in all the damn cans and you sit there and you get what? We might get a pizza party. You gotta bring in motherfucking 10,000 cans for a pizza party. Cans cost $1 a can. They want you to bring in the high end shit too. They don't want that motherfucking 50-cent corns and beans. They don't want that shit. They want you to bring in them ravioli backs and $2 cans. They want you to bring in them fruit cocktails and fat cans, not them small cans. And you bring in motherfucking 10,000 of those, or whoever has the highest in the classroom. And it's funny because, bruh, all you dumb motherfuckers in all the classroom combined are all for the food drive. and only one classroom gets the motherfucking thing. So y'all done sat there and made $20,000 in cans, and they using $10 of that or $20 of that. Probably fucking $10 of that shit, $15 of that shit. They sit there and pay for one home room to sit there and get fucking food. And don't forget how many motherfucking grades it is. We going 1 through 6, baby. As a matter of fact, fuck that shit. K through 6. Cause we want y'all little ass kids bringing that shit in too, traveling for us, trapping this shit out. We need all y'all little motherfucking munchkins doing this shit. So obviously, school, food rings, and any of that shit is the biggest scams. Fucking absolute fucking horrendous scams. Fucking scams, brother. Alright, here we go. Chameleon says, I remember when I was like 23, I went in for a job interview. This guy started talking about how he was retired because he ran his own business. Now he's making 6-figure salary. I was thinking like, damn, I hope they get hired so I can learn from this guy. So after the interview, he tells me they are looking for people who want to become business owners like him. I realized it was a scam, but I went along with it to see how far we take it. He wanted me to buy the company for like $5,000. I was like, dude, I'm wearing a hand-me-down suit. Can we give you $5,000? Pretty much a scam, bud. Pretty much a scam, bud. A lot of people sit there and say Tinder is like the biggest scam. But you know what? I want to go back to that with that job shit. I remember sitting there trying to get a job. There was a couple of that shit, like when it came to that scam and shit with jobs. I remember doing that little pyramid scheme. I can't remember what the fuck that was. I can't remember. It was like 4 or 5 years ago when they was all doing that. Everybody was into that pyramid scheme, selling some bullshit that you don't even know what the fuck you selling. You just got to get members and you're gonna get money. That's one of the biggest pyramid schemes. Um, fucking buddy, this fucking I was those salesmen like those Cutco knife stores. That was a fucking rip off. That was like those fucking stores with the ninja knives, all that other shit. All that shit is scams. All that shit is scams. Any of that shit that, and when I say the ninja knives, I'm not talking about the ninja bullet because I got me a ninja bullet. That's not a scam. I'm talking about the ninja knives like the jujitsu swords or Ingensu knives or some shit like that. They got like 9 different blades on there, some weird shit that you would never need to fucking use. But they getting all these salesmen. That shit's kind of crazy. I remember a story buddy telling me like that his mom was in there in this little pyramid scheme where she was sitting there. Bro, she would have to make sales, and the more sales that she would make, she would get closer to getting a fucking BMW. And she would always say she had like 2 more sales or 6 sales left, and then she gets the BMW. And long story short, they never got the BMW. Never got the BMW. Never got the BMW. Never got the BMW. But he says Tinder was like one of his biggest scams. Well, and I mean it is a scam. I mean, bro, you don't have to pay for that shit. You're not gonna meet any bitches anyway. You might meet you some, but yeah, that shit's a scam. I'm not paying for that shit. My boy says NFTs were up there. NFTs, bud. How the fuck was y'all buying digital fucking art? Digital art is some bullshit. No artistry being necessary, but just digital art. Y'all paying loads of shits of money and shit like that. The more money you invest in it, the more it's worth. It makes no fucking sense at all. I didn't know that. I've seen maybe a few NFTs, and as soon as I've seen it, I'm like, I'm not buying this bullshit. I'm not buying this bullshit. I remember y'all sitting there waiting for those fucking release. Just most recently with GameStop doing those little weak ass releases. I'm not buying that bullshit. Maybe you will, but I'm not. I gotta get out of here. But yo, listen, these fucking idiots Trump and Biden, but this shit is so funny. But everybody's losing their fucking minds over this shit. And bro, Biden has, no matter what, either one of them has 4 more years. Like Biden, he can't, brother. His 4 years is done. He doesn't have 4 more years, so you don't have to worry about that. It's either now or never for him, baby. It's now or never for him, but he's not gonna get it. So you don't have to worry about him getting another 4 years. So it's done with him. He already had his 4. He's done. Trump is gonna get 4 more years, and y'all is out here losing y'all fucking minds about this man. I fuck with Buddy though. Anybody who sit there and talks their mind and stalk that shit and do all that, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot sometimes. I sit there and look at him. I'm like, bro, what is the shit that he's sitting there talking about sometimes? But bro, at the end of the day, he talk his mind, bro. He sit there and walk his shit. He don't give a fuck for real. I mean, it can be, it can be worth something. But at the end of the day, I mean, bro, he don't give a fuck about you. He don't give a fuck about me. He don't give a fuck about nobody. So why the fuck do y'all give a fuck so much about this shit? Once you sit there and understand and sit there and just realize, like, bro, this shit is some bullshit. We are living in some bullshit. This is all bullshit. And they make you sit there and think that it's not. Like, it's absolute bullshit, buddy. Just fucking shitty. I'm not sure why you guys were doing that shit. One guy says multi-level marketing business. Invigoron, just like that. The more people you get, the more money you make. And those people work underneath you, if you put in a fee, anybody who works underneath you and gives you the fee, you keep that money. And all you do is sit there and just give someone else up top an extra fee. So anyone's underneath that, you get their money too. That's fucking insane. I remember my man was doing it. My boy was doing this. My man's was doing this. Airline or like this travel scam. That shit was a fucking scam. And trying to get us all to buy into that shit. And he get cheap vacation somehow. And somebody be like, man, this is the crazy part. He would go on a vacation and he'd be like, man, that's how I got it. My partner got this. Fuck y'all. I'm out of here, man. Love y'all though.